Hi folks, back again. Bathrobe Chronicles number 112. Well, for a while there I was having 2 or 3 of these things every night, but I've slacked off a little bit. I'm going to slack off for a while. I'm trying to get caught up, and I'm not complaining, and I hope I don't sound like I'm whining, and I'm not trying to be, what's that word? Can't think of the right word. If I think of it, I'll come back with it. But you know, you guys are still sending me comments, and I love them. They're great, and fortunately most of them are pretty positive. They really are. And most of them, in fact all of them are, you guys aren't like throwing rocks at me, even if you somewhat disagree with me, which is fine. But I'm not sure if it's realistic for me to try to answer every comment. I just don't know. I'm trying to catch up. As I said, the last couple of days I've spent, an hour and a half or so a day wading through these things. And also I found out that since I get this stuff in by the way, there is a topic tonight. I'm going to get through this in a hurry, I hope. And I mentioned this before, I get these things coming through the Gmail account as well as through the YouTube account, and sometimes I just get the whole mess screwed up. And I've spent about an hour and a half tonight, and a couple of times I was going to send people a thank you, and I already sent them a thank you, for subscribing. So I'm trying my darndest, and I mean this sincerely. If I don't get back to you, it's not because I don't have the desire or don't want to. That's all I can say, and I will try to do my darndest. I need to get better organized, for one thing. Also, you get a kick out of this. I ran out of hard disk space. Oh, mercy. I bought a laptop a couple of months ago that I planned on using when I travel. I don't travel that often. I go on little trips up to the mountains. And I bought this Wi-Fi thing. And hey, maybe I'm just too old for all this stuff. But I bought this Wi-Fi thing. And I haven't even messed with the daggone, the laptop. And I got it sort of fancied up. The graphics stuff and 500 the hard disk and a bunch on the whatever the heck the rest of it is, and pretty slick. But I used it a couple of times with the Wi-Fi thing. I have a Wi-Fi thing here I bought, and then it stopped working. I put it aside, and I need to get that baby out because, man, I am out of hard disk space. I mean, I was downloading some stuff the last time I posted, and I'm out of hard disk. So I knocked some stuff off tonight, so that, and the other night also, so that I can do that. But anyway, I really am sincere. I mean, it's been overwhelming. I've never been involved in anything like this. I'm basically, and I don't want to spend much time talking about myself, I'm a pretty reclusive guy. I rarely go out anywhere, basically. I spend a whole lot of time on the computer. I've got this lousy dog, who made an appearance the other, well, I don't mean lousy dog, you know what I mean. I have this pup, and I spend a whole lot of time on the computer. I really do. And pretty reclusive. I rarely socialize with anyone. I do work full-time, even though my profile shows I'm 70 years old. Not complaining, believe me. In this day and age, if you have a job, I feel fortunate. Okay, enough of that. Enough of that. Now on to tonight's topic. Now, as I had mentioned in a few posts ago, when I first started this, it was a comment. I mean, it was approval only on the comments. Since it's no longer like that, but it was approval only. And so I'm still, some folks are wading back through all of these things, so I get these, do you want to approve this or not? And basically I approve everything. I think there's only been one that I haven't approved. Can't remember what that was. And even though, I don't expect everyone to agree with me. To begin with, I'm an atheist. And obviously, we are in the majority. I would imagine most of you guys watching this tonight, maybe we're in agreement on that anyway. And obviously I don't expect everybody to agree with what I say. And when it comes to the CAM, gosh, that stuff drives me crazy. Complementary alternative integrated medicine, blah, blah, blah. surely not everyone's going to agree. Hey, people are wasting millions, if not billions of dollars all over the world on this stuff every year, in my opinion, you know. So surely I don't expect people to agree with me on everything that I post. Come on, you know, I don't have any kind of font of knowledge or whatever you want to call it. Got opinions like everybody, and as I mentioned the other night, I really need a signature line saying, what was that? Wait a minute, it'll come to me. Rarely right, but never in doubt, or something like that. Maybe that's me. Anyway, where am I going with this? Okay, here's where I'm going. So I got this thing, approved this thing, and it was on one of mine about energy healing, and I'm sure if you've watched more than one of these daggone things, I'm ranting and raving about this stuff all the time. I just did one on tap therapy, and then that one where the guy's beating on these little dolls and all of that, and of course I've done a bunch of them on Reiki, which is of course energy healing, and I'm going to do this in 10 seconds. For those of you who don't know what energy healing is, folks say they're meridians, which of course have never been identified. There's universal life energy called chi, which of course has never been measured, and that folks can go like this and change all of that, and that if the universal life energy gets jammed up in your meridians, you know, you go to hell. Everything happens to you, and somebody can go like this and fix it. That's the essence of energy healing. So this one came through that needed approval, and the guy said, I'm not even going to paraphrase, I'm just going to this is basically what he said is, I'm full of crap and I'm a dork. I am a dork. And about some things I could be wrong. Which brings me to what I want to talk about tonight, is the James Randi Educational Foundation. I'm going to have to come back. This is going to take a while maybe. Be right back, folks.